Imagine paying over $1,000 for a matte black digital wall clock. Um, it sounds absolutely ridiculous, right? Until you realize this unassuming little box is actually a Trojan horse for a building's entire security system.
Yeah, it really is hiding in plain sight.
Right. Welcome to your custom deep dive. Today, we are looking at a product page from HDTV Supply for the Advanced Network Devices, IPCSS-RWB-MB display clock.
It is quite the mouthful.
It is, yeah. And our mission is to uncover exactly why this tiny screen has an MSRP of over $1,000. Though, it is currently on sale for $944.98, and what makes it a hidden powerhouse of network technology. So, okay, let's unpack this, because this device completely redefines a standard piece of office equipment.
Well, to understand why anyone would pay that premium, you have to look at the digital umbilical cord feeding this device. You aren't plugging this into a standard AC wall outlet.
Right. The specs say it runs entirely on PoE+, so power over Ethernet.
Exactly. One single network cable is delivering both the data to run it and the 30 watts of power it needs.
Which, I'm guessing means you don't have to hire an electrician to wire a traditional outlet high up on every single wall.
Yeah, the cost savings on labor alone are massive for a commercial campus, but more importantly, if the building loses power, your server room's centralized battery backup keeps the network running.
Oh, wow.
Right, which means all your clocks and, everything they do stay online during a blackout.
That makes total sense. And looking at the 10.8-inch multicolor auto-dimming LED display, it's handling full text and pixel graphics, not just numbers. It really is like a smartphone bolted to the wall.
It is, especially when you consider it has a built-in web server and uses VoIP and SIP integration.
Okay, VoIP, I know. Voice over IP, like internet calling.
Yeah.
But SIP, what does that actually mean for a wall clock?
SIP stands for Session Initiation Protocol. In plain terms, it means this clock essentially has its own phone extension.
Wait, really?
Yeah. You could literally call the clock in room 204 from your desk to make an announcement.
Call the clock. Okay, that brings me to the audio specs. It has dual high-efficiency 4-inch speakers and a hands-free two-way intercom. And I have to push back here. Wait, does a 7-pound wall clock really need to blast sound across a 600-square-foot room?
It sounds like overkill, right?
Yeah, and honestly, a two-way intercom. Is my boss using the clock to listen in on my meetings?
Well, it's a natural concern, but what's fascinating here is that the audio firepower isn't for eavesdropping, it's for crisis management.
Oh, okay.
This transforms the device from a passive timekeeper into a critical emergency broadcast system. Because it sits directly on your network, taking in all that data, it acts as a robust, room-wide communication node.
Right, because in an emergency, instructions need to be loud, clear, and immediate.
Exactly, and that two-way intercom allows someone trapped in a room to communicate directly with security, completely hands-free.
Okay, that changes things. And I'm guessing that's why it's equipped with what looks like police lights. It's got these specialized individual red, white, and blue LEDs.
Right. A loudspeaker is great, but in a chaotic, noisy environment, you need visual cues.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Those lights flash to signal different urgent conditions, say red for a campus lockdown, white for a severe weather alert. It's designed to grab your attention instantly.
So it's not just sitting there ticking, it's actively managing the room's awareness. But it doesn't stop at lights and sirens. The specs mention it comes with clockwise campus software and supports external peripherals.
Yeah. If we connect this to the bigger picture, the clock is acting as a localized hub. It can link up to external strobe lights, motion sensors, call buttons, and even electronic door locks.
Wait, the clock can lock the door?
Yes. Because it's a network device with power and data routing through it, it can receive a lockdown command from the main server.
That is wild.
Right. Then it flashes its red LEDs, announces the lockdown over the speakers, and triggers the electronal strike on the classroom door to lock all simultaneously. By managing those peripherals, it effectively turns into a localized physical security checkpoint.
You think you're just glancing up to see how many minutes until your next meeting, but you're actually staring at an active security node.
It completely challenges our assumptions about the mundane objects around us.
It really does. So why does this matter to you? Whether you are managing a commercial network, outfitting a school campus, or you're just intensely curious about delightfully over-engineered everyday tech, this shows how advanced infrastructure is hiding in plain sight.
Absolutely.
Which leaves a lingering question to mull over. If a simple wall clock can now lock doors, sense motion, blast emergency broadcasts, and run its own web server, at what point does basic office decor stop being just decor and become the actual central nervous system of a building's security? Next time you look up to check the time on that $1,000 wall smartphone, you might just wonder what else it's silently controlling. Thanks for joining us on this deep dive.